Other than that, I've been to see a couple of movies lately.
Really?
Yeah, I went to see in the last week. I would say I saw Million Ways to Die in the West, that Seth MacFarlane movie, Edge of Tomorrow, and just last night I went and saw Maleficent, that Disney movie with Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
Because a friend of mine's huge into Disney movies and wanted to take her little sister, so we went. So, very brief movie reviews. Million Ways to Die in the West. I didn't think it was as funny as Ted. It has some really good cameos. The stuff that works really well, but I didn't like it as much as Ted, but it's worth seeing. So that's what I'll say about Million Ways to Die in the West. Edge of Tomorrow, at first, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
And then the more I thought about the movie, the better it got to me. So it ended up being really, really good. It's kind of big, stupid sci-fi, but it's stupid sci-fi, but it's done really smart. So it's good. And Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, who play the leads in that, have a lot of chemistry. So Edge of Tomorrow, definitely worth seeing, especially if you like sci-fi. And then Maleficent, which I saw last night. I kind of thought it would go a little darker than it did. Like, it's going to sound weird to say about a Disney movie, but it was more kiddie than I thought it was going to be. Like, kind of innocent.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to skew a little bit darker. Like, the preview made me think it was going to skew a little bit darker. Yeah. But in any case, it was a good movie. It was entertaining. I thought it was going to skew a little bit darker, which it didn't do. The 3D was horrible.
Really?
Oh, God, the 3D was bad.
Well, anything with 3D nowadays, it's just not worth it.
But Edge of Tomorrow's 3D was extremely good. And it's the difference in Hollywood between before you start the movie, say, hey, we're going to film this as a 3D movie. This is a 3D movie. Versus something like Maleficent, where it's like they film the movie and then they're like, maybe we should do 3D in this so we can charge $3 extra. That's the fucking difference.
Fair enough.
Because Edge of Tomorrow's 3D was extreme. Like, there was shit flying at your face. Like, monsters fucking whipping stuff at your face and stuff. And it was really, really, it was like, like you actually jumped.
Okay.
Because the 3D effect was really good.
Okay.
Whereas in Maleficent, it was just nothing. Like, it was just a big bunch of nothing. But, like, especially if you like Disney movies, you should see Maleficent. If you are sci-fi, you'll love Edge of Tomorrow. You should see Edge of Tomorrow anyway, because it was a really good movie. Yeah. And Million Ways to Die in the West, see it if you like comedies. If you liked Ted, you'll like this. It just wasn't as good as Ted.
I guess. I haven't seen any new movies.
No?
I have one free movie on my card, and I'm waiting till November when Dumb and Dumber 2 comes out.
Oh, really?
Have you seen the trailer yet?
I have seen the trailer for it yet.
I died laughing.
I don't know how I feel about it.
What?
I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh, man.
I would have to, I look at the trailer, and the first thing I think when I watch the trailer is like, wow, Jeff Daniels has not aged well. But, you know, that's me being a jerk, but...
Well, I think they kind of made them look like that.
That could be.
Because
I'm sure
20
that is.
years.
It's true.
They try to compensate.
Yeah, I'm sure that probably is the case.
Yeah.
I'll take a shot. It feels to me like a download movie, but like if I have a freebie or something and you're holding on to your freebie, like we can go see it for free.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably do that.
It's not a download movie.
No, it's not.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
It's kind of like if I could have went to see the original Dumb and Dumber in theaters.
Yeah,
I
totally would have.
If I could have gone to see Apollo 13 in theaters, I would have.
Now, I did see Apollo 13 in theaters.
I hate you.
Yeah, pretty much. No, my dad took me because he's like, because dad never watched movies very much, but he was just like, that Apollo 13 looks really good. I was like, you want to go see Apollo 13? Mm-hmm. Let's go fucking see Apollo 13. So we did, and he ended up really, really liking it. So it was like one of the only movie experiences with my dad. So it was kind of cool. Yeah, and you watch Apollo 13, and Apollo 13 fucking holds up, which is really good. Like the movie, you watch the movie today, and it's like, yeah, it would be a little shinier, it would be a little glossier today.
Yeah,
like filmed in HD and all that shit. But like the movie, you watch it today, and it's like this movie holds up. You could put this movie. If this movie had never existed, you could put this movie in theaters today, and it would do really well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You absolutely could. And I guess aside from that, I've been picking up a bunch of new Twitter followers, and I can't figure out why. This was before this whole Mick Foley, Kevin Smith stuff.
You're sexy face man.
I guess, but like I hit 500 followers, which I was really happy about. And then as soon as I hit 500 followers, I hit like 550, just like immediately. And I'm just like, where are all these people coming? And they're not like, because I was watching, I'm like, okay, these people are fucking follow back whores. That's a term I've coined for people that follow you, wait for you to follow them, and then unfollow you. It's a way for them to gain followers. Yeah. And I have that shit on lockdown. I watch my Twitter account like a fucking hippo ninja. Like I really I watch my Twitter account hard, because if I see someone unfollow me, I root out who it is, and I fucking not only do I unfollow them, I block them.
Okay.
Because then it's just like, you know what, follow back whores. Fuck yeah, I want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
So I don't know, for some reason I've just been picking up followers left, right, and center, and they haven't left. So I'm like, okay, right on, works for me. I haven't even really been using Twitter all that much. I'm just picking up followers.
No, I mean, me myself. I mean, I've hardly been on. Yeah,
right.
I've hardly been on my Twitter account.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I've forgotten my password to my Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
I haven't been on my YouTube account forever. Like, anything that I've done was just, like, short-ass friggin' videos I just throw up on the No Holds Barred Productions.
Right.
It's just like, screw my personal account. It's just like, yeah.
Let's just put it all here.
Yeah, let's just
fair enough.
dump it.
Makes sense.
And, ladies and gentlemen, we have gone way too long without doing a tradition.
Yeah, we have. That's true. That's very, very true. What is that tradition, Nick?
It's called the No Holds Barred Productions Taste Test.
Yes, and today we have a very special entry in the pantheon of the No Holds Barred Taste Test.
Locally brewed beer. And by locally, we mean Liverpool.
Yeah. Locally, anything Nova Scotian, we're just going to call it local.
But this is where I live.
But this is especially local for Nick. Yes, that's true.
Just down the street from me.
Oh, is it? Right on.
Actually, yeah.
So you could literally break into this brewery.
I could walk to it,
nice.
And I could say, hey, sponsor our podcast.
And they'd be
Give
like,
us beer.
No, go
they'd
away.
Be like, yeah, no.
They'd be like, who are you now? You're those guys that talk about dicks. Yeah. Why, yes. Clearly you're familiar with our work.
Clearly. But no, this is Hell's Bay beer.
Hell Bay Brewing Co.
Yep.
Nice.
And this is their English ale. I was going to say lager.
Yeah, you were going to say lager.
Yeah. They have, I believe, 3 or 4 beers.
Okay.
They do like they do a stout and a lager and an ale. I forget the other one that they do because
Do they do like an India Pale or?
I believe so.
Okay, right on.
Like, I've only been in the brewery once.
Right.
And I didn't have any money.
During hours.
Yeah.
17 times you've broken in.
Nobody's supposed to know.
No one's supposed to know. Shit.
Wah, wah. But, yeah, I've only been in the once, and I didn't have any money to actually try anything.
Okay.
So, this is going to be an experience.
For sure. If you want to check out the Hell Bay Brewing Company, it is hellbaybrewing.com. That is hellbaybrewing.com. So you can check out all their fine products and tell them to sponsor us.
And on the top, it actually says Liverpool, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, man. Liverpool, Nova Scotia, right there in the fucking fine print. Not even the fine print, the actual print. 500
milliliters of beer. 5.2% alcohol.
Ooh, 5.2. Right on.
They brew a little bit stronger.
A little bit stronger. Right on. All right, sir, let's do this.
Well, without further ado,
Nick's testing to see if their twist opens, and they
are
definitely not. If Nick can't open the fucking bottle, they're not twist opens.
Okay, first open.
It's quiet. It's understated.
It is quiet.
But it's not too bad. All right, second open. Maybe.
Second attempt.
God damn it. There we go. Had a little, but it's very quiet.
A little bit.
All right. The smell. Yeah, that's an English ale, all right.
Almost has the exact same smell of the Cascade hops.
Doesn't it? It is actually quite similar to the Cascade. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time.
Cheers.
Little.
Actually,
Aha! Now we can do this.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here it comes, the official no holds barred taste test of the Hell Bay Brewing Company Hell Bay English Ale. Oh wow, that is bitter but tasty. That's dangerous.
Oh man.
Okay, so again, if you heard my first impression there, it's bitter, but that doesn't leave a shitty aftertaste.
No,
at
absolutely
all.
not.
It's really smooth going down, and it doesn't again. That's our big thing against Keith's. Is Keith's has that Keith's aftertaste that I can't handle. I can't. I like it as I'm taking the drink, but as soon as that fucking aftertaste hits, I'm like, oh god, this is terrible. But this does not have that aftertaste at all. I like this a lot.
That is some really good beer.
Actually, as far as just quote unquote straight beers go, like one that doesn't have some kind of kitsch to it, like the Cascade or Lime or anything like that. As far as a straight beer goes, like I would drink this socially. There we go. That's the best way I can say it. Like
Wow.
I would actually go to a bar and ask for this. That's the way I would put it. I would actually ask for this at a bar if at all possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean it. Wow.
Oh yeah. And even on the third taste there, like the bitterness hits you and it kind of wakes you up a little bit, but it doesn't stay. It doesn't stick with it. But what you're left with is actually quite a nice taste at the end of it. I'm already slurring my words. I can't speak. Nick, I'm drunk. Nick is pondering.
I'm just trying to put a flavor to the actual to the actual taste.
Right.
This one I can't really do.
Can't put a taste to it.
No.
I tell you what it kind of reminds me of. It almost tastes kind of mocha-y. Like maybe a little bit of a little bit of mocha, maybe a little bit of caramel.
Kind of espresso bean.
Almost, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's good.
It's really good, yeah.
I think it's fucking fantastic. So this is gonna be a real high for me. This is, I don't know, I can't remember if we go out of 5 or 10. I think we said we go out of 5.
Yeah.
This is like right up there with the Cascade, which
Oh man,
I really
the
like.
Cascade was awesome.
This is way up there. If the Cascade, again, I'll kind of, this is the best way for me to put it. If the Cascade is a beer that I would sip and drink on my deck, this is something that I would ask for in a bar. That's the best way that I can put it. So, I mean, this is right up there. This is like 4 territory, 4.5 territory. You're right in there for me. This is the folks at the Hell Bay Brewing Company are doing God's work.
They know their shit.
They know their shit. Please fucking sponsor us.
Or at least, keep on making excellent product.
Yeah. A nice consolation prize would be continue making this fantastic beer that a non-beer drinker like myself would ask for in a bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up on the Twitch stream there.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, that's do you have anything to add to that? Like that to me is fantastic.
No, I am so glad. I mean, I walked into a liquor store and just like, what are we going to try? What are we going to try? And ladies stocking the shelves are like, there's some new beers this summer. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can I have your number?
Tell me more.
Yeah, exactly.
And she walked around. She's just like, have you tried this beer yet? And I looked at it as like one of those like tall balls for $6 and just like, I won't spend $12 for beer.
Yeah, fair enough.
When I could get a case of 24 for like fucking,
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And then she's like, have you tried Hell Bay? And I'm like, Hell Bay?
Nice. Right on.
I live in Liverpool. I see that place.
I think this is great.
I think, God Go, Joe!
This is Jesus Christ. All right, so
And then I picked it up.
and then you picked it up, and now we're here. The verdict as we approach an hour on our live stream, only 50 minutes into the actual only 50 minutes into the actual podcast, but an hour on our live stream on Twitch. Official verdict on Hell Bay, doing God's work.
2 thumbs up.
Fantastic. 2 thumbs way up from both of us.
Definitely, I can't put this to a level as Guinness.
Okay,
because
you're right.
Guinness is a 5-star.
Yeah.
I will give this a strong 4.5.
Nice. Right on. So Nick's right up there, and I'm right up there with him. I'm right on 4.5, right in that area, right up there with the Cascade that has been like one of my favorite beers for a long time. For a long time, meaning since we actually did this. For anyone that's watching the Twitch stream, Nick just coughed up half a lung. Had to go over to the sink. But 2 thumbs way up from both of us on the Hell Bay Brewing Company, Hell Bay English Ale.
Nick doesn't smoke or anything, just so you know. He's just been a little bit under the radar for...
Under the radar?
Yeah.
And under the weather?
And under the weather.
Fair enough.
Landing on Juniper and refuculating the carburetors.
Ricky, say it right. Say it, like a spaceman. Jesus. All right, so now that we might. This is going to be a long podcast, folks. Clearly, because we're only we're already 50 minutes into the show. So
come on,
exactly.
We got like 2 podcasts to cram in.
Exactly. So
maybe
you know
3,
what? Maybe 3,
maybe 4,
6,
maybe 6.
So you know what? Fuck
6.
Yeah. We're just going to keep talking until we want to stop.
That's right.
So.
Maybe we'll do a 24-hour podcast.
Maybe. Oh, man. The 24-hour podcast would be
can
so rough. Could I think
God.
of enough things to say during a 24-hour podcast?
Well, we could bring people in.
Yeah, well, we'd fucking have to. We'd pretty much have to.
It couldn't just be us for 24 hours.
No.
Who would want to watch us
exactly.
for 24 hours?
We could probably go midnight to midnight. If we started at midnight one night, we could supply our own shit for the first 8 hours or so, and then we could have people start coming in around the 8 a.m. mark and all that jazz. I mean, we could try it. That's all we could say. We could give it a shot. Give it a fucking shot ski and see how it goes.
If you want to watch or have us, let me start that over again.
Yeah, shoot.
Hi, my name is Nick. I am talking to you through the magic of a microphone. It's put into a soundboard, which takes my voice and amplifies it into flying. I said flying, and it goes like blah 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 blah
blah
blah. But yeah, if for some ungodly reason you think that us doing a 24-hour live show is a wonderful thing, if you want to see me really fucked up because I got no sleep, tell us.
You know what? Hit us up on Twitter. Hashtag 24 hours.
Yeah.
Hashtag 24 hours. You do that to me on Twitter at Blockbuster_guy, him on Twitter at RN Stevenson, or our Twitter account at NHB_podcast. If you want us to do a 24-hour podcast, let us know. And if the support for the idea is overwhelming, then, well, we're just going to have to fucking do it, I guess. God fucking damn it. It's going to be insane. Speaking of insanity, Nick, we live in a country that the country directly below us thinks that we're insane, thinks that we are crazy because we live in a cold-ish climate. Apparently, we all live in igloos and just got electricity last week.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go completely different with the insanity that's been happening lately.
Oh no, that we're going to talk about a little bit later. Unfortunately, no, the other insanity, we will be touching on that, but no, I'm saying the Americans' perspective on Canada is that we live in an insane place. That why would anyone live up there in the ice and with the pet polar bears and fucking getting their dicks caught on big slabs of ice that they also live in,
Yeah.
and all that shit. Yeah, with
like
fucking Celine Dion and Celine Dion and the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
That's all we have in Canada.
Who would fucking live up there with those things?
Exactly. Sometimes the stereotypes prove to be a little bit true, and very recently that has not been displayed anywhere better than on a certain Twitter account. A Twitter account called ScanBC. Now, if anybody listening are big fans of Smodcast with Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier, you already know what ScanBC is because they've been going on about ScanBC for weeks. But they haven't gone on about it in the last couple of weeks, and so much new and entertaining things have happened. What ScanBC is it's a Twitter account that transcribes calls on BC police scanners.
Really?
Yeah. Police scanners, RCMP, everything from all across BC. And you get some of the crimes that are pretty grisly, like, man stabbed 6 times and somebody gets shot, a kid gets hit by a car. Like we don't want to characterize Canada as this land of whimsy where no one ever gets hurt. But some of the crimes that are going on in BC either prove that there's a lot of weed flowing through that province or it's just charmingly Canadian. There are some things that are just too cutesy that you would think would never show up on a police scanner. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the most recent ones, some of the ones that I came across and was just like, this is so charming, we have to talk about this.
Okay.
So once again, it's twitter.com/scanbc, or you know what, just follow me on Twitter because I retweet all the funny ones.
Nice.
So just if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see the funny ones.
I'm following you on Twitter.
Exactly. Everyone should follow me on Twitter at @blockbuster_guy. So let's talk about some of the more comical happenstances that are going on in British Columbia.
Happenstances?
Happenstances.